April 21st, 2026. A press conference in Tamil Nadu. The President of India's principal opposition party, Mallikarjun Kharge, is asked about the AIA-DMK's alliance options. He answers in 8 words. How can AIA-DMK join Modi? He is a terrorist. A terrorist. The elected Prime Minister of the world's largest democracy. To understand the weight of that word, consider the calendar. April 22nd, 2025. 1 year and 1 day earlier. Pahalgam, Kashmir. 26 tourists were stopped at gunpoint. Pakistan-trained gunmen asked each one a single question. What is your religion? 26 men were shot. In front of their wives. In front of their children. That is what a terrorist is. That is what the word means. A democracy depends on its opposition. The argument is familiar, almost a cliché. But the argument rests on a quiet premise, that the opposition is responsible, that it understands the difference between a policy disagreement and a man who orders the murder of tourists by their faith. A credible opposition fights on governance, on budgets, on bills, on unemployment numbers and inflation prints. Name-calling is the floor. Calling the Prime Minister a terrorist is below the floor. It does not wound the Prime Minister, it wounds the word. Because once terrorist becomes a political adjective, the actual terrorist gets smaller. And here the record turns strange, because the same party in office did the opposite. It made the actual terrorist larger. December 2012. The Union Home Minister of India is Sushil Kumar Shinde. He is asked about Hafiz Saeed, the mastermind of the November 2008 Mumbai attacks. 166 dead. Shinde refers to him on the record as Mr. Hafiz Saeed and as Shri Hafiz Saeed, Mr. and Shri. January 2013. Senior Congress leader Digvijay Singh, asked about Saeed, says he should be addressed properly. He uses the word Sahib, Sahib, for the man behind the Taj, the Trident, Nariman House, CST station. 2006. The Prime Minister Manmohan Singh meets Yasin Malik in his office in Delhi. Malik is the founder of the Jammu Kashmir Liberation Front. He has publicly stated his role in the murder of 4 Indian Air Force officers in 1990. In 2022, an Indian court will convict him of terror funding and sentence him to life in prison. In 2006, he sits across from the Prime Minister. 2007. Batla House, Delhi. A police encounter kills 2 Indian Mujahideen operatives. Inspector Mohan Chand Sharma dies in the operation. Congress leaders publicly question the encounter. Sonia Gandhi, party reports say, was moved to tears. Not for the inspector, for the men he was sent to arrest. 2015. Yakub Memon, convicted for the 1993 Bombay serial blasts. 257 dead. The Supreme Court upholds his death sentence. A senior Congress leader, later sworn in as a minister in the Uddhav Thackeray cabinet, signs a letter asking for his pardon. The letter surfaces 4 years later. These are not edited clips. These are facts on the record. Set them next to the press conference of April 2026. For Hafiz Saeed, Shri. For Digvijay Singh's correction, Sahib. For Yasin Malik, a chair in the Prime Minister's office. For Yakub Memon, a pardon letter. For Batla House, tears. For the elected Prime Minister of India, terrorist. This is the architecture of the statement. Not a slip. Not a slip of the tongue at a long press conference. A vocabulary. The strongest word in the political dictionary, withheld from the men who earned it and spent on the man who did not. A counter-argument exists, and it should be stated. The opposition will say it is rhetorical, that it is heated political speech, not literal accusation, that tempers run hot before elections. But the test is simple. Replace the noun. Replace terrorist with any other word and the sentence stops working. The choice was the word. The word was the message. What is at stake is not one politician's feelings. It is the meaning of the language itself. If terrorist describes the elected leader of a democracy, then the gunman in Pahalgam needs a new noun, and the country does not have one. A mature opposition is the oxygen of a republic. The republic asks for one thing in return, that the opposition remembers what the words mean. Before the discourse goes any lower, that is the line worth holding.